Transitional, and a little bit of background on that. Ever since I was a young girl, preteen, I've always had this dream, this idea to have a home for wayward women and children, and that was kind of based on my life experiences. And the main reason behind that was to have like a place where single mothers with children can go to, where we all live together, support each other. Some work outside the home, some work at home, help take care of the kids. The idea was like a big house on a farm with a creek going by where the kids can swim, and kind of like a commune type sort of thing, but for women and children who don't have outside family support or other kind of support, and all working together for one common cause, and that's just our lives. And I had that dream, and I've kept it all along, and as years went by, I always knew that one day I would have it taken care of. When, how, or with what, where, I wasn't sure. I left Michigan when I was 17. I didn't come back until August of 2010. And I came back to Flint, and then during really the worst time to ever come back, with the economy being so depressed, and society in of itself depressed, and I kept asking myself, why am I back here? Why now, when I've traveled the whole country, I've traveled the world? Why am I here in Flint? And it hit me. This is where I'm supposed to start that home. From there I started working towards it, going through to the University of Michigan Flint. I went through their innovative incubator. I met with Danny Bledsoe. From there he had me do a dream board, and it's just all skyrocketed from there. I made a Facebook page that night, and that started in February of this year. And I've already got a little over 400 likes on there in just a few short months. Anyway, that's our beginnings, and really I came up with the idea of focusing on female veterans and their children at this point, because that is such an incredible need. And as we go through this, you'll see why that is. And this is based on companionship, compassion, and commitment. First, there's the dream. Of course, the dream is to create a place where our female veterans can come to when they are facing challenges and in need of a place to call home. And as you're looking at these pictures, this is my sister. And this is an actual female homeless veteran. And this one here shows you how in just a few short years, homeless female veterans doubled from 2006 to 2010. Next slide. And you can go ahead with this one.
What we're looking to provide is transitional housing for the lady veterans. Provide various types of assistance to those that come to stay with us for whatever period of time. Assistance such as training, job training and placement, educational training, home placement assistance. They may need mental and physical health care, so we want to help them out with that. All with the goal being helping them to transition to self-sufficiency. So it's definitely not a place we want them to come and plan on staying. We want to help them grow and move on. The programs that are going to be offered by our home, as well as partnering with other organizations such as HUD, Community Mental Health, Michigan Talent, and many others.
It's also an opportunity to revitalize the community. As you saw in the first few pictures that went pretty quickly, Flint looks pretty bad. We view this as an opportunity to revitalize and beautify the area as we all work together and partner with other neighborhood organizations to keep the area clean, beautiful, and safe. The plan is to just kind of acquire, anywhere from 1 to 10 houses within a 1 or 2 block radius, more even if we, get to grow more with the grants and the other funding that's available.
So we're using the blueprint background because right now we're still in the planning stages, but the idea is for our home, it's a non-for-profit organization. The funding, we're looking to come from a combination of federal foundational grants along with charitable donations. And so the idea is to initially purchase and renovate a single large abandoned or foreclosed home we're referring to as phase 1. Through Carrie's research, we found that there's also a good chance that we'll just have something donated to us as well. But our ultimate goal, as Carrie was sharing a little bit ago, is not to just have one house. Initially, the first one would be just for lady vets, but we'd like to have others so that we can provide the transitional housing for the ladies who have children as well. So our ultimate goal is throughout Genesee County area have several houses. Give the ladies a choice of an urban or a rural setting. but just to help them meet their needs. Well, the need, why do we do this? Who's the target market? What are we doing this for? There's about 2,000 female veterans right here in Genesee County. And there are facilities available to them, but they're limited, and they're really not designed for their specific needs. There's really no other organizations in this area designed for female-only transitional housing. Most of the veterans in years past have been males. So the transitional housing that's available really is designed and targeted towards them.
Our status. Right now, as he said, we're still in the planning stages, developmental stages. We do have an executive summary completed and has been submitted to the Great Lakes Entrepreneurial Quest New Business Idea Awards Program. And then from there, we're going to get our business plan together. Alex and Bryce will be helping us with that. We also have our application for our LLC submitted. Our lawyer is Laura Grease through MichiganOnlineLawyer.com, who happened to go through the TextWorks class with us. She's also going to put in the application for our 501c3 status when we have funds to be able to do that. We do have a domain reserved, which is ourhometransitional.org. And we're hoping to get funding so that Vista Planet through Credence Corporation can put our website together. The competition that we have really around here are homeless shelters. The Y, which is primarily for battered women who are trying to get out of violent situations at home. And then there's Carriagetown Ministries, Shelter of Flint, Salvation Army, and Veterans Administration, none of which offer the unique family-style environment of our home, Transitional. And we have some funding opportunities, which consist of grant and award funding to be applied for via the Veterans Administration Grant Per Diem program. Also, there's several grants that we'll be able to apply for through grants.gov. Once we get our EIN, we can apply, because then there's several other numbers that I could go in on with you if anybody's interested, but it's just a bunch of acronyms. KES possibly may provide some funding, and other various professionals who are on board and ready to assist. I also put together an online campaign via indiegogo.com/ourhometransitional GenCo, short for Genesee County. People can go there and donate via their PayPal. They can view our original presentation we did at the University of Michigan. They can view the pitch. I put that up there. Several pictures that we have. There's a place for people to leave comments. You don't necessarily have to donate, but comments of encouragement and so forth are highly useful and much needed. Back one more. Oh, wasn't done there. We also have charities that we're looking to get funding from as well, and we have a current one on May 19th. The National Armed Forces Freedom Riders Michigan chapter actually chose Our Home Transitional on their own. Contacted me and said they wanted to donate the funds that they raised on this ride on the 19th to our organization. We have no idea how much that might be, but at any rate, it's a start, and it's very exciting, and I'll be with them from 9 a.m. till whatever it ends. They're going to end up at, the acronym is HIM, I forget what it stands for, something, Holistic something Ministries, but it's all on a flyer that I've posted on the Kettering Entrepreneurial site and Google Groups page. We can go on the next one. We also have to support, and you can do this, I have to drink water.
Various organizations have stepped up and supported us through Carrie's efforts. The University of Michigan Outreach Innovation Incubator, kind of where she got things going back in February with this idea, and the Great Lakes Entrepreneurs Quest, Grace, Metro Community Development, Continuum of Care, of course, KES right here, and Dimitri's Luckett, VOX Care. So a lot of different organizations are helping us. We're looking, once things are up and running, that we're networking with some of those homeless shelters that we already spoke of. So, for instance, if a lady vet, homeless vet, goes to them, we want them to refer that person to us, and vice versa.
There is a standing waiting list for all the shelters as it is. So if they could, refer a veteran to our place instead of saying, no, we don't have room for you, that's a great option for all of them. We also have additional support and resources, which includes Alternative Veteran Solutions. That's a local organization. Right now they are assisting homeless males. They just finally got their house set up, and University of Michigan Outreach helped them get it renovated and the grounds all completed and everything. Tina Harris runs that, and she's been a mentor for me since I began. Pure Michigan Talent Connect via their Veterans Affairs Division, Medea Hooper works directly with the female vet population for job training and placement. So her and I are kind of like this at this point. We talk quite a bit. And then of course there's Harry Blecker, who has been instrumental in helping put the executive summary together with Michigan Small Business Technological Development Center. And then we have over 30 other organizations, local and nationally, that are supporting this project. And you can find those on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/ourhometransitional. On the notes tab, you can find that. We have an advisory committee that Randy put together for us.
Well, obviously we're going to need a lot of help in starting a new business. It's nothing Carrie and I have ever done before. So we just met this past week with a CPA who has some experience working with nonprofit organizations. He's going to help us out with the finances. A friend of mine, Steve Kraft, has 3 Allstate insurance agency locations, so he's got a lot of experience there. We're definitely going to need his help. Ron Barris is a manager at Paul Davis Restoration. They're the type of company that goes in when you have fire damage, water damage, things like that. So he's got about 12 years experience in overseeing restoration projects. So keeping in mind that the homes we're probably looking at they're going to need some renovation to get started. Ed Ashley, a local realtor in this area, and then Paul Risley from Community Mental Health and SSI specialist as well.
And they're all on a volunteer basis. Well, actually our accountant is additionally on a volunteer basis. Once we're up and running, of course, he'll be paid to help keep our finances in order and make sure all that is done correctly. And then, of course, we have the Dream Team.
So this is the team that Carrie's assembled, and
Randy's been instrumental in helping me with this.
She's certainly done most of the work. Melvin Webster, who is a veteran, we're very happy to have a veteran on board. Jason's here with us tonight. Diane Delling is helping Carrie with some of the research. When things get up and running, we've got my wife on board to help keep things running smoothly within the home. A friend of ours, Robert Kuhn, who was serving kind of in advisory, but also created the PowerPoint presentation for us. And then Alex Masters and Bryce are definitely helping a lot with the coaching, giving us direction. And here, Kettering Entrepreneurial Society grant request that we had put together, and this is in order of importance. We've got help with the website that we're looking at, lawyers' fees, 501c3 filing status, and there's a non-for-profit business seminar in September in Lansing. The website will be put together by Sagar, and this is how much it's going to cost. That also includes marketing materials as well. To apply for the 501c3, that's $850. The lawyer's fees right now are $400 for her to do all the things that she's doing to get us ready and running as a nonprofit organization locally, statewide, and federally. $200 of which I've already paid. There's a balance of $200 due. And then the nonprofit seminar in Lansing, there's 4 of our members that are looking at going to that on September 27th. Which will really help a lot in gathering more knowledge and running a nonprofit organization, and that's $50 per person, and then that totals up, to $4,050, and that's what we're requesting. Whether we receive it all or not, I'm not sure, but I did put in order of preference of importance, so you know, if you're considering any amount, consider that. And finally, our home transitional. These are a couple of dream houses. Which we would like to see a couple of blocks of houses looking like this, that are able to house, you know, 5 to 7 women, single women on the first house, and then the rest of them with children. If we find that we need more houses just for single women who don't have children, then, you know, we'll go from there. And then finally, any questions? Thank you.
Thank you. You can go ahead and stop that now.